Hey folks, here at OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look and a quick review of the YuHoves wireless Bluetooth headset. It sells on Amazon for sub $20, so it is a very inexpensive pair of headsets, but it's also fairly generic in design and it's not anything super inspiring. Still, it makes for a decent alternative to brand names if you're looking for a pair just to take to the gym when you're exercising. As long as you're not expecting audiophile grade quality, you'll be pleased here, especially since these are sweat and waterproof, which is pretty cool at this price point. In the packaging, there's access to a pair of silicone tips as well as a clip that you can wear when you're moving around so it stays in place and get a custom fit. There's also a micro USB cable for charging up the headset and a user manual. It charges up in under 2 hours, and afterwards you get about 8 hours of continuous audio playback before you need to recharge it again. It also comes in a few different colors, and we have this blue version for review purposes. So taking a quick look at the design of these headsets, the first thing that struck me was how lightweight they are. Although they share a fairly non-inspired design as far as these sports earphones go, they are a lot lighter as well as streamlined than what we've seen in the past. You can see here how the actual tip, which extends outwards, it seems like all the drivers is integrated into this ear tip, and there is nearly nothing at all going on with this outside part. It's incredibly slim, and the remote control probably hides all the circuitry in addition to the batteries, so that's a little bit bulkier. But on this remote, you have access to a power on-off switch. You can tap and hold on the center to turn it on and to start pairing, and you can also tap on the center to answer, reject a phone call, and play and pause the music. There's also a volume rocker, which is pretty easy to press since the keys are large, although it's a little bit flat, so it's not as tactile as we would have liked to see. There is a microphone there, so you can use it for speakerphone calls, and that works pretty well despite not being a active noise canceling pair. On the other side, there's access to a micro USB port, which you use to charge it, and that's essentially it. So what pieces of the design that I like includes a flat ribbon wire, which prevents tangling. So this wire goes behind your neck when you're wearing them, so it's not true wireless, but it does work fairly well. And you can see the soft touch rubber material also hides your smudges as well as sweat pretty well, so it's clean looking after you use it. The actual clip, which goes onto the outside of your ears for additional support when you are jogging or moving around, is made out of plastic. I wish that this had a soft touch coating as well, just to make it a bit more comfortable for extended listening. But overall, again, it's going for the super lightweight form factor, and after I tried listening to music for about 2 hours, I didn't even notice that it was there anymore. So it's a very seamless and comfortable experience. With that being said, they're not the best in terms of audio quality. There is a slight amount of static and distortion if you listen super closely. So for people who love to listen to classical music, if they're really detail oriented and want to hear all the various parts and instruments, it's not going to be the cleanest sounding earphones in the world. But again, the main target audience here is going to be for exercising and as a general purpose headset, and for pop music, electronic music, watching movies, it works really well. And again, with increasing slew of smartphones coming out without a regular 3.5mm headphone jack, having a Bluetooth headset, which is really affordable and I think pretty nicely designed, is going to be quite popular and can do quite well. So as long as you keep your expectations moderate with the audio quality, you'll be pleased here. They're not super bass heavy, even though there is a little bit of bass in the lower frequency, which is nice. You kind of hear that thump, and otherwise they are very noise isolating just because of the in-ear style design, and it prevents kind of sound from leaking in and also sound from leaking out when you're enjoying your music. Not really a super strong active noise canceling component, so if you are on an airplane, you can still kind of hear the engine in the background, but again, to be expected at this price point. Really, it's just a super lightweight and small form factor that is kind of new here that we wanted to share. It's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. This has been the YuHoves 56S, very lightweight in-ear style sports Bluetooth